Hello, my name's Christine and today I'm going to take you on a virtual kayak tour. We're going to go bird spotting. There's one over there now. When I get back, we're going to use this chart to identify all the features of the birds we see. Here comes our first bird now. He's got a black and white neck, an orange bill. He's having a bit of fun in the water now. Oh, there's another bird over there on the shore. Let's go and have a look at him. This one's quite large. He's got a long orange bill and long legs and a very long neck. There's a duck over here. What sort of duck is he? Two more ducks have flown in. Let's go for a paddle to the island over here. Look, there's the bird that we saw swimming in the water before. This one's different. He's got a very long beak. Different to the black and white bird to the left. Look how sharp his beak is. He's slightly bigger as well. Also sunning his wings. This little bird on the left is important. He's very rare. There he is. We can see him now. Very rare bird. I'm actually going to report this one on my bird data app because we need to know where these birds are living so we can look after them and protect them. There's two smaller birds over here as well. They've got funny little tufty bits on the top of their heads. There's another little white bird here on this side of the island. And some more of those birds with the big, pointy, long, sharp beaks. And now I've made it back home. And it's your turn to do an activity. We'll need a notebook, pencil, coloured pencils, ruler and bird identification chart. So now that we're back from the kayak trip, it's time to figure out what birds we saw. I've made this identification chart to help you. Look closely at the birds and their features. You can rewind the video and slowly look at them so you can identify what type of bird we found. One of the tricky things about the chart is that sometimes there are two birds similar next to each other. This is because one is the male and one is the female. To help us identify it, there is a symbol that we use in science. The circle with the cross underneath means female, and the circle with the arrow up the top means male. If there are no circles or arrows in the diagram, it means the male and the female look the same anyway, so you won't get confused. I've put a little box down the bottom to help you remember what the symbols mean. So remember, this one here is male and this symbol here is female. Now we're going to try and figure out what are the features of each of our birds that helps with identification. So we're going to draw a column in our books. So halfway across the page, draw a column down. And we're also going to rule it off at the top so we can have a heading. On the left, we're going to have name of bird. And on the right, we're going to write down features. So the first bird we saw on our trip was an easy one. I think you know what it was. It was a pelican. So think about the video, but you can also have a look at your chart. And I want you to write down or draw what are the features of a pelican that helps us identify it. So you might write down that it has a long beak. But maybe you prefer to draw the beak, so you can use your texters or your pencils to do that. So I'm just going to draw a picture of the long beak. Work your way down the page until you've written something about all the birds that we saw on the kayak trip. If you really enjoy looking for birds, you can always look out your window or you can go for a walk and record the birds that you see. I have an app on my phone called the Bird Life app, and on this I'm going to enter the very special rare bird that we saw on the kayak trip. So I've just looked up Aussie bird count, and that one is the best one for kids to use. So go and have some fun identifying birds, and don't forget to look up the bird that was really rare and try and find out why it's rare. Remember the one with the orange beak and the black and white body? Have fun!